Welcome to episode 4 of the Beagle Files Live. Hope everybody's doing okay tonight. I've been a little under the weather, so to speak, for last couple weeks. I herniated a disc in my back, not once, but twice. So I was not a real happy camper for the past couple weeks. If you've ever had a herniated disc in your back, you know it hurts to laugh, it hurts to cough. Hurts to sneeze, hurts to stand, hurts to sit, hurts to lie, hurts to walk, hurts to lift, and I worked through the whole thing. So I was not a very pleasant person to uh, be around. So, anyways, I'm feeling better now, and I am back in the saddle. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Welcome everyone, and hope everyone is ready to go do a little diggy wigging and see what we can find. And let me go ahead and get into share what we're going to go to. Let's start with this little gem here. Make sure it pops up for you. Okay, let me switch to full Z screen. Y'all don't want to look at my ugly mug. Okay, this is a little something I ran across. And hey, Sherry Eyes, hey GT, how's it going? This is in Birmingham, Alabama, and this is a photo from 1906. And this is called the Southern Club and the Birmingham Athletic Club, and they're on 20th Street. And the Southern Club is on the left, and the Athletic Club is on the right. And what struck me about these two buildings, what really they're both very interesting, but the one really stood out to me because of this right here. Now, this building was I believe it was built in the 1890s. We'll look in that in just a second, but looking at the blockwork here, there's Maggot. Hey, what do you think of this blockwork, Maggot? Okay, they've got this. This was obviously bricked over, and they've chipped it out. Here, here, and here. And then you have, your windows on the ground. You got a door going in, so you got Mudflood windows, and there's a little something I read that said that this one right here was a basement. This one's obviously a basement too, but I mean they actually claim there was a basement. But I just find it really interesting. This is not them building the building. This is a modification to the building. And so then I found another picture I'll show you in a second that shows what I think is the modification. But I just thought this was really interesting. It's like, I'm wondering what was here before they started punching holes in the wall. I don't know. So it's just very interesting. This one actually almost looks like a door. Look how they have the railing going here. So, that's just really interesting. So anyways, let's got a little tourist field here. Got this little circle here. That's kind of interesting. Let's look at the other building. Got some nice wrought iron work. Right there and there. So got a little, looks like could be a porthole right there, but it's hard to tell. And check out that ether antenna right there off the side of the building. Little arched windows right here. So anyways, let me skip ahead here. Okay, this is the same buildings. And this is in 1908. And this is the modifications that were done. Remember, the last picture was in 1906. And so they put arched windows in here, and that looks like a door still. So they've looks like they've added a door. They've opened it up right here. That's just really interesting. Almost like it's like they've turned it into where you could just, like, it's an open, kind of like a carport right here is what it reminds me of. But I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Now these buildings were demolished. I found this here, Southern Athletic Club's 1906. Now this is talking about the first picture. The Southern Club left was a private club located on the corner of 20th Street and 5th Avenue North. The club's 3-story building was designed by Charles and Harry Wheelock and constructed in the 1890s. So that's old. The club dissolved in the wake of the 1929 stock market crash and closed for good in 1931. After the building housed after that, the building housed government offices. From 1943 to 1967, it housed Birmingham Red Cross. It was demolished in 1967 to make way for the AmSouth Sonnet Tower. So we can't go look at it. That sucks. Birmingham Athletic Club Wright was a private club located at 502 20th Street North. It was organized in 1888 and incorporated on July 16, 1889. Its longtime home, a 3-story brick-clad building with a full basement, was completed in July 1903 at a cost of $57,000. The basement floor housed a rifle range, pressing club. Maybe that's like lifting, like weights or something. I don't know. Bowling alleys and boilers. The first floor housed offices, lounges, pool and billiards, the library and barbershop. The director's office was on the second floor, along with the gymnasium, handball courts, boxing and wrestling rooms, and a spectators gallery. So I thought that was interesting. Now let me stop the screen and let's just see. I don't imagine that we're going to find a whole lot on this, because it's so it's so, it's been demolished and it's so old. But let's just see what we can find. Okay, hold on, I gotta get to the right screen. Okay, all right, this should do it. Okay, there we go. Let's just see what that comes up with. Let's see. Yeah, that's one of the buildings right there. Let's save that. Maybe we can look at that a little bit closer. Oh, let me is this, what the hell kind of wiki is that? I don't know. Let's take a screenshot of that for the file. Birmingham Athletic Club is a private club located at 502 20th Street. Was founded in 1866 by a group headed by the Irish-born rugby devotee Joseph Ross. Other charter members include Albert Morton, J.D. Kilpatrick, Henry Underwood, Victor Martin, and A.M. Chum. It's a weird name. The group officially incorporated on July 16, 1889 for the encouragement of manly sports and promotion of physical culture. Manly sports. I don't know. If I'm gonna wrestle. There's gonna be a lady involved. Let's wrestle. I don't know about that wrestling man shit. The club's first headquarters was a group rented rooms above the store on Powell Avenue at 20th Street. They soon moved to the Potter Building on 1st Avenue North and then into former Methodist Church. In 1892, that year the club fielded a football team which challenged the newly formed University of Alabama team to a match played on November 12th at Lakeview Park, Alabama. Alabama managed to score one 4-point touchdown, but BAC founder Joseph Ross kicked a 5-point field goal from 65 yards to win. Who gives a shit? Membership rolls declined during the 1893 financial crisis. Solon Jacobs took over as president in 1894 and helped rebuild an organization. They relocated to 2104 First Avenue in 1895. What is that? Does it show anything? Okay, well, save it for the file. I don't know what their heaviest corner on Earth. The what? What the hell are they talking about? The heaviest corner on Earth. What does that mean? I don't understand. What are they talking about here? I got to know this now. Sorry. Oh, whoa. Hold on, back up. Between Caraway Boulevard, formerly 26th Street and 34th Street, First Avenue is on a viaduct. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. So, and this is Birmingham, right? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, we're going to have to go look at this. Okay. Where are you at? First Avenue is a viaduct. Really? Okay. Uh-huh. So there's your viaduct. Viaduct. Anybody heard of viaducts before? Let's see. Yeah, there's your, looks like just like a bridge, okay? Now, it's kind of interesting, but not exactly interesting until we find out what that viaduct does. So, okay, so it comes down. Let's see, let's go in here. I'm not seeing anything. Where'd they say that was? Formerly between Caraway Boulevard and 34th Street. Okay, so I need to be on this one, right? Right. Yes, no. I don't know. Shoot. Why does it tell me the damn name of the road there? 4th, 3rd. It's got to be that one. Okay, Caraway and 34th. There's 20th, so we need to go this way. 24th. Well, this is outside of town. That don't make sense. It can't be right. Bear with me, folks. This is how we do it. You need to find. Oh, shit, don't do that. It'll go the wrong way. What the hell? Is that's like outside of town. Okay, 30. What was it? 20. Oh, 34 in Caraway. What? That don't even make sense. Wait a minute. Oh. Between Caraway Boulevard, formerly 26, okay, First Avenue is on viaduct, which runs beside Sloss Furnaces. Between 42nd and 44th. First Avenue is separated from. Why are they telling about that road? That ain't makes sense. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, that kind of looks. That looks boring. Okay, I don't think that's really. I don't think that's really helping us. But it is interesting that I don't know where the hell I am now. It is interesting that they're talking about viaducts. It makes me want to look for viaducts. See right there is interesting. Let's look right there. Okay, see this is what a viaduct will do is it'll run beside a building and it'll cover up the bottom. See it got there, but I don't know if that's really see how they do that. Now, what's interesting is we know that this building is under the viaduct. What's down here is what I'm questioning. So that's kind of interesting. If there's any more viaducts that are. I've never looked in Birmingham for viaducts. So look at this one. Look how much it's covering up there. But it does seem to go down, I will say. Look at that. See, the angle is, if you look at, see how it's going down? That's probably okay. What I'm interested in are these cities that are raised via viaducts, which is a whole different monkey. Well, let's go around here and look and see if we can find anything on this side. I mean, if you ever wonder what research looks like, well, this is what it looks like. It's just, kind of shooting in the dark and seeing what you hit. Okay. I'm not seeing anything like red flags for viaducts, even though they do have obvious viaducts. These are viaducts, okay? But they're not, no, we didn't check this over here. What's this? What's that damn canal going through? Huh. That's interesting. A lot of more city over here. This is kind of this side of the city's kind of interesting though. It's hard to tell you what I'm looking for, but if I find something, I'll that's like really stands out. I'll let you know. But this is how you look. Is you just kind of feel your way through it. Okay, so I'm not really seeing anything that's like red flagging right now, but it's something that I can go back and look at later. Okay, so we'll get out of that. And I wanted to know what they meant by the heaviest. Why do they call it the heaviest corner on Earth? Stupid questions need answers. Heaviest corner is located at the heart of downtown Birmingham, where First Avenue North intersects 20th Street. It's surrounded by a number of imposing buildings. Well, what the fuck does that matter? Say that for file. Heaviest corner on Earth is a promotional name given to a corner on 20th Street, First Avenue, North Birmingham, United States. In early 20th century, name reflected nearly simultaneous appearance of 4 of the tallest buildings in the South. 10-story water building. Okay, so this is interesting. American. Let's Let's see if we can find that corner. See what's going on there. Let's see. Okay, so that's it. That ain't it. What'd they say? For ooh. Where's the 20th and 1st. Okay, there's 1st, right? No. Is that 1st? Oh, that's gotta be it. I bet the buildings are gone. Damn. Oh, yeah. So we got that weird cartouche, Taurus Fields. It's got some oldness to it right there. So they're saying that popped up overnight. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, what else? What else was there? Well, that was one of the buildings. Okay. 10-story Woodard building. All right. And that would be Birmingham. So it looks like they I'm wondering if they added on to that building. Like it started off one size. I've seen that before. So they're saying these buildings popped up overnight. Let's look at that one. That one's got interesting looks to it. So it's definitely old. So that could be an old world building. Old Woodard Avenue. Oh, that's something else. Okay, so and what was the other ones? Brown Marks building. Okay. Okay. Let's see what that brings up. How's it going, Miss Hippie? How you doing tonight? Okay, Brown Marks building. Let's see if we can find an older picture. There we go. Ooh, that looks like a good one. Oh my. Ooh. Hello. Let's see that bad boy. I mean, that looks old. It's got all the telltale signs. Very interesting. License looks Brown Marks building. Okay. Look at that tower back there. Look at that techie bit right there. That's Fennials. Big old tower back here. What I spent a week in Birmingham, Alabama one time, and I mean it was a hell of a time. That was a hell of a week. Good time, but it was a hell of a week. We did it was a I don't remember. I don't know if it was a week long concert or if we were there a week. I don't remember, but it was I don't know if they still do it or not, but they did this. Um, oh, this is them demolishing that building. They did a concert with subscribe, kiss my royal ass, subscribing to your ass. You ain't showed me nothing, son bitch. Unbelievable. But no, they had a yearly concert back then. This was in the 90s, and always suspect of these doorknobs. And it was like 12 stages, and I was just one of the technicians on it, and we were staying in the this real nice hotel, and um God, what was the uh Little Feet? I think I can't. There was a band. The members of one of the bands was staying in the room next to mine. I think it was Little Feet. Anyways, they were very loud and very obnoxious. But anyways, that was a wild. That was a wild week. And all we did was we ran band after band after band after band. I don't know if it was 4 days, 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. There was like setup days and then tear down days. But anyway, we were running all kinds of like 12 stages. I remember Puddle of Mud. The guy on Puddle of Mud, he climbed up the um, scaffolding, not the scaffolding, um, the rigging and the trusses, and climbed up the trusses and then climbed over the crowd, kind of like the guy from um, Pearl Jam used to do. Anyways, that was a wild week. That was a hell of a week. So I don't know if I saved that or not. Let's save that. Announcement: the last boom was made 1911. Birmingham to have the heaviest corner in the South over years. Claim was inflated to the improbable heaviest corner on Earth, which remains a popular name for the grouping. A marker erected in 1985, the Birmingham Historical Society. What the hell? That's such a weird. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, pretty. Look at that. So that's one of the buildings on that corner. Damn. Yeah, I see why they had to get rid of it. We can't, they don't want to leave stuff like that lying around. Was there more pictures? Did I get that one already? That's so weird. Okay. And okay, so get rid of that. So this is the plaque still here? See no damn plaque. Oh wait a minute. Morse Avenue Historic District. That might be the plaque. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go first electric Thurfeld lighting was installed. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, what was this? Oh, we're back here. Okay. Okay, I got stumped at the word viaduct. Where was I? Okay, the club. No, that's not where it was. Yeah, here we go. By 1904, membership increased from less than 100 to more than 650. Columbia erected a three-story brick-clad building with full basement on a prominent site on 20th Street North in 1903 at a cost of $57,000. Basement floor housed rifle range. First, we already know all this. First club, we already know all this, Stu. We already read this. The club fielded its own air entrance in numerous competitive events, including a football team. The club hosted an annual May Day track competition and has hosted a national wrestling championship in 1920. That year, honoring the club's 418 members who had served in World War One was made and presented by the club by a commercial artist. Who cares? Blah blah blah. 1925, club built a 10-story building in the northeast corner. Blah blah. That's the other building. Club facilities and residential apartments. It sold its former facility for $190,000. The Klan. Wait. Whoa. Sold its facility to Robert E. Lee Klan. Oh, they are talking about the Klan. Oh, I wasn't reading that right. They were talking about it now. Okay. All right. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Klan decided not to proceed with plans to renovate the building and sold it to Birmingham YMCA for $10,000 profit. Wait a minute. The Klan bought it? Oh my God. Okay. Apartments were later operated hotel rooms. In 1939, the club sold the building but continued to lease space. It was sold again in 1940 and operated as Dixie Carlton Hotel. 1948, Birmingham YWCA purchased the building as the headquarters. The building was demolished in 1955 and the site was leased as a surface parking lot. That is my favorite thing that they do when they tear down these beautiful buildings is they make a fucking parking lot. That really, really, really crystallizes our society for me. We turn everything into a freaking parking lot and paint lines on it, and then nobody parks there because we charge too much. Region Center building construction, the first Southern National Natural Building, 1972. Blah blah blah. Who cares? It's a stub. What does that mean? You can help. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Okay, so all right, let's go back and see if we can find anything else. Oh, this is that other picture. Okay, and we'll just save that just for the data. Okay. Reddit. I don't know what that horse shit is. Pinterest. Okay. What is this? Some kind of BS about the football team. Nobody cares. Okay, so I'm not really finding anything there. Let's go to images. See if we can find any. Okay, let's get rid of some of this. Okay, that helped. Got a postcard. Take a look at it. And this is after they changed the bottom. Another postcard. And so this is a colorized photo of the one I think we looked at before. I'm not seeing anything else. Okay. And let's just... Huh. Why that's failing. Did it go? No? What was that? What did I download that was not... Huh. I don't know. Didn't take. Let's go to... and just for shoots and giggles, let's check the Library of Congress just to see if we get lucky. Same photo there. And then let's try the other one. You never know. Even, let's see. Okay. No. See, it's just coming up with the same one. Okay, so what resolution? 100. I don't want that one. Just word to the wise: when you go to do this, don't download this higher one here, this TIFF here, because you're not going to see any difference between. I know it looks like you will, but you won't see a difference between this TIFF and this TIFF. I don't know why, but you won't. And you cannot work with this TIFF. I don't like TIFFs, so I change them into PNGs. Like here, right here. So I'm gonna download that bad boy, and then I'm gonna let's see. I'll share what I just. Oh wait, let me change it. It'd be better. I change it over to PNG. I don't like TIFFs, so because it opens in a different program. And then I'll share. This is the image we just downloaded, even though it's the same one. I did it again to make sure that we got the highest res that we could get. In fact, I think this is higher res than the one we had before, because I don't remember being able to see the detail on that. So that's cool. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely higher res. Yeah, this is much clearer, much nicer. Let's see if we can see any details. But look at the block. I mean, they obviously have broken this out to make those arches. Now, what's interesting to me is that you cannot tell at this stage if there was something there before, because we don't have an older photo, which sucks. But I wonder, was there windows here? And on, you got the porches here, so I could imagine that maybe there wasn't windows here. But what I'm interested, like, what about this one? Was there something here? I don't know. Just trying to think outside the box, because it's pretty rare to find a photograph like this. That's why I'm spending so much time on this photograph. Hey, Jason Marshall. That's why I'm spending so much time on this particular photograph, because this is a very rare photograph. You don't find these. Very, very rare to find an image where they're doing something like this. So that's why I'm spending extra time on it. Okay. Now, I've learned my lesson. I need to start put filing these as I go, because the reason it's taken me so long to get the files updated is because when I go back to do it, they're all out of whack, and I don't know what the hell goes to what. Sometimes it's easy to figure out, other times it's not. So I just filed that away. That's done. Train wreck avoided. So let's see what Maggot has to say about that. Maggot, they've punched out where there's no load above. Good point. Very good point. Do you think there was a window there? I don't see an evidence of a window, but I don't know. I'm not sure what's. I don't know. I don't have any specific answers to that. Now I'm gonna look in my little bag of tricks. Or I could. Would you guys like to drop a name of a building into the chat, and we can go look at something you want to look at, or would you like to look at something out of my leads file? It's up to you guys. I'm impartial to giving a shit. I'll go whichever direction you think we should go. No, it doesn't matter. If y'all would like to offer up something, pound them keys. Let's see, try to make it, try to keep it an English speaking area, because it makes it so much harder when I can't speak the language. But that being said, I don't know if you probably didn't see I put up a post this week about, I ran across a video of, I love Urbex videos, and ran across a video of some Urbexers in Shanghai that were going to look at this movie set that the Chinese had made to film this movie, and I wasn't really like super interested in it until like it started, getting into it there, but then it was really weird. This movie set was humongous, and it was abandoned, and it was for a movie called The 800, and you can watch this movie on Tubi for free right now, and it's dubbed in English, so it's not even in Chinese, and it was actually a pretty good movie. But what was really interesting to me was the history of it, and long story short, there was the Chinese army in World War II. The Japs were coming into China, and they were beating the shit out of the Chinese, and the Chinese held up in a warehouse, and there was 400 and something of them, and they put the word out there were 800. That's why they call it the 800. And they held off the Japanese, and the idea was they were trying to get support from the international, people to come and help them. But what was really interesting about this was that you have a warehouse. Imagine you have a warehouse, and then a canal, a river beside the building, and then on the opposite side of this canal, this river, there's what they call the concessions, and it was this area where it was like this one area that was under protection, um, that the Japanese couldn't bomb because it held like all people from all countries, and so it was the one area that they hadn't bombed the shit out of, and so it had lights and everything. And but the thing is that all the press was there, and they're sitting there across the river filming this war going on, and it was horrible. But it was just fascinating to see that this piece of history, I'd never heard this before. Now, a lot of y'all are probably like, I've heard that. Who cares? It's old news. I'd never heard this. It was really fucking interesting. So I don't know if you want to go check out. I put the links to in on my comment section to the movie, so you can watch it free, to the video of the urbexers, and I think the wiki page for the event, and you can go and do your own looking and see. It was just interesting, something interesting. You don't get a lot of Chinese history because they erased it, but you don't get a lot of Chinese history, but it was interesting. There's a story there. So anyways, okay, so I need to look back. Let's see, I'm just going to Kansas City Hall. Okay, that's the first thing I saw when I looked down, and that is Heathcliff. Okay, let's see what we can find on that. Let me create a file. Okay, and share screen. Find the right one. It's so complicated doing this. Oh, shoot. Which one is it? Hold on. So aggravating. There it is. When you switch these things over, StreamYard freaks out. Okay, so y'all should be seeing that in just a second. There, okay, it's there. All right, so we're looking for the Kansas City Hall. That's a big motherfucker right there. That's a nice big fat image. I think I've seen this. That image looks like it's been vanilla skied a little bit at least. Let's see. That is a weird building. Windows right on the ground. Look at that arch. That is cool. Got techie bits up top. Well, there's a beautiful awning right there. Okay. Let's see what else. Old City Hall. Wait a minute. Oh, that was the public library. Okay. This is the City Hall. Oh. Wait a minute. Kansas City, second City Hall that once stood at 5th and Main Street. What's this one? Completely shortly after 5th and Main City Hall, the old federal building that once stood 8th and Grand. So let me let's take a screenshot of that. Okay. What happened to the really cool looking City Hall on 5th and Main? Let's see what's there today. Oh, that ain't it. Okay. Let's see. 5th. Main. How about that? 600 Main. Wait, which is Main? Main. 5th. There's 8th, 7th. Wait. 6th. Oh. Oh. They built a highway on it. Oh. That sucks. Okay, so let's see. Really cool looking is definitely an accurate description of Kansas City's second City Hall building. Second. What was the first? Wait a minute. Um, shoot. Give me a maybe try. First City Hall. So that's the first one. Old City Hall. So there's Fred, Fred's the horse that built America, and obviously worked for the police force. Not as a snitch, though. What the hell is... What's this business back here? That thing's crazy. Look at that tech bit right there. I don't know what these people are doing. They're just all hanging out. All right. I just want to see the... Ooh, what's that? Huh. Oh, what the hell? First convention hall. Oh boy. No. Okay. Da 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 da. Oh, that's a cool picture. So, well, they tore it down. What's this? That's that same building, I think. Kansas City has some real interesting history. Real interesting. I took a few years ago. I don't know. Time flying at this point. Real hard look at Kansas City. And that was really interesting. Their campaign to regrade the city. And I don't know. I watched a video recently of some dipshit trying to debunk the Mary Magdalene Church. And I swear these debunkers are just, they have to be smoking crack. I don't know what the problem is, but they absolutely do no logical thinking. All they do is they go in and they do everything they can to discredit using the official narrative. And you're not going to get to the truth using the official narrative. The official narrative is a fucking lie. So how are you going to find the truth in there? You've got to erase the board, wipe the board clean, and start over. The whole narrative is just a pile, a steaming pile of horseshit, and you have to get past that, to get to any kind of answers. You have to take what you've been taught in school and throw it out because it's useless. And you have to do your own damn thinking. Okay, well, I'm going to look at, oh goodness, where is it? I don't know why I don't add a damn quicker way to find that. I use it all the time. I always get habit, I guess. I want to see there's that convention hall. Let's get a juicy shot of that. Let's see. 1906. Get me my TIFF. Yeah, boy. And I want to relabel that. 1906. Okay, and oh, all right, and let's see if I can look at. Ooh. Oh, whoa, this one's very different. Wasn't this stone a minute ago? Ooh, that's an interesting structure. There's Fred hanging out, doing what Fred does. Fred is a pimp, total pimp. He's just he does his thing. Okay, what were we looking for? Oh, City Hall, Kansas City City Hall. No, that ain't it. City Hall. No, that ain't it. What's this? No. World Building. No. I'm not seeing it. What I look up? Kansas City City Hall. Damn. Another way to look that up. Okay. Where's that thing? Okay. To gain better sense of what's cool about it, began by consulting architectural historian. Who's this? This is a book. What's a book? Okay. Is it free? In library use only. Well, I'm not in the library. Why are you gonna put it online if it's not in? You stupid ass people. Damn. Get your damn hopes up and then damn pull the rug out from under you. He writes the building boom was going on 1880s. Building boom, 1880s. Yeah. Fred was real busy. As the city rapidly expanded south out of the river market area, and that many of the city's early architects were heavily influenced by the Romanesque revival style, a distinctly fussy style, according to the author. A distinctly fussy style. Well, that's something I hadn't heard. That's got to be the name of a song, like some kind of a distinctly fussy style. I hear that in my head. Somebody's singing that. I don't know who, but okay. However, Eldridge states that the presumably less fussy neoclassical style gained favor following 1893 World's Fair. Oh, really? It just I wonder why. Huh. Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? What's going on? And oh my God. Hey, Morgan. Good grief. Hey, Kim Ray. Oh, goodness. Explosion to the City Beautiful's move at the 5th of Main Street City Hall. Built in 1801 as described by elders as a stylistic outlier. A throwback to a gaudier and fussier era right out of the gate. A gaudier and fussier era. Gaudier and oh my God, who writes this shit? Completed shortly after the 5th of Main City Hall, the old federal building that once stood 8th and Grand Streets was more cutting edge for its time. Yeah, cutting edge. Yeah, all them blocks, they're cutting edge. Following the neoclassical architecture trend made by popular 1893 World's Fair in 1900, not only was the building stylistic anomaly when it was completed, who's writing this shit? This is a stylistic anomaly. Who have you been out of the city? It's all over the fucking world, moron. It's not an anomaly. It's the fucking standard, people. Good God. What these people they don't even know. Oh my God, these are they're supposed to be the ones like that study this shit. How the hell do I not have a fucking doctorate in this shit? I don't know. Oh my God. I normally cuss at the screen when I'm doing this, y'all. This is par for the course. It is physical location harken more to the city's river town past rather than to the southward facing future. Yet the machinery of municipal government function at fifth and main local location until, as the building profile indicates, Kansas City's third city hall was complete in 1937. Interior view of the council chambers at fifth. Okay. To understand this move, I turn to George Fuller Green's A Condensed History of Kansas City Area. Okay, what we got here? In library. I'm not in the library, you shithead. Digitization. It's a thing. Morons. Okay. Although I will say that I did order I noticed it seems like Levy's trying to pull his head out of his ass and get back on track. So he was going through a really interesting book, and I thought it was interesting enough that I got an ordered a hard copy of it. So I hope to get a better eyes. I'd like to read it. It's what the pictures were great, but I wanted to read it. I thought I'd add it to my collection of good Lord books. So, anyways, that it's nice to see. You know, while I'm on the subject of Mr. Levy, you know, he's really trying. He after he did his little AI boo boo, which to me still boggles the mind how he could make that boo boo, because I mean it was very obvious that was AI. I just I don't know, weed. I don't know. Put down the fucking weed when you're researching or something. I don't know, but there was no reason that should have happened, but it did. But that really, he lost a lot of support when he did that, which sucks. I'm sorry that he lost supporters, subs, and Patreons. Because he lives off that. That's his living. So that really sucks. But that's cool. That no big deal. You fucked up. Okay, no big deal. But it's and then he makes these comments about how it's not like he thinks all the mountains are melted buildings. Okay, fine, that's great. At least you don't have your head that far up your ass. But he still makes the claims that a brick can turn into a stone block, a perfectly cut stone block, 10 times the size of a brick, that it can blow up like a piece of popcorn or a balloon or a magic mushroom or something. I don't know. So, until he fully removes his head from his ass, I can't support that. And I don't, I know he's, God's gift to Mudflood, but fuck that shit, man. If you got to do better, John. Anyways, that's my little rant on that. To understand this move, I turned George for blah blah blah. Green, an architect by trade, was appointed city historian by Mayor Bartle 1959. His work is an excellent resource for learning about the city government's physical structures. See, you're pissing me off. I got something for you. I got a little something for you. Hold yourself a second. I got a little something for you. Let's see. Oh, come on. Where are you at? Let me try my little trick. Go away. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn. If y'all haven't found this website, this is a good one. If you want looking for free PDF books, I have found many free books on here. Really great books. I hate reading books on I like a hard copy, but if you need it and you don't want to buy it, this is a great resource. It's called pdfdrive.com. Okay, so that didn't work. Anyways, we tried. Oh, where am I? No. Okay. Good Lord. Okay. He writes that in the 1920s, the city leaders believed that they had outgrown the old building, and as part of the city's 10-year plan for public improvements, voters were asked to approve bonds to finance construction of a new city hall. With a little luck and surely a little assistance from the Pendergrass machine, voters approved the measure. With that, the fifth main buildings days were numbered. 1938, Kansas City Chamber of Commerce published where these rocky bluffs meet, including the story of Kansas City 10-year plan. Kansas City 10-year plan. I wonder if the fate. God, now I'm wondering about that. When did they do? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Bear with me, folks. This is how it goes down. It ain't pretty, but it is what it is. I don't know Truman's 10-year plan. Is there a wiki? Come on, give me a wiki. Something quick. Just be simple. Oh, you're son of bitches. I'm going to give it to me. Okay. All right. That ain't going to tell me. Okay. 1920s. Okay. When did they regrade? When did they regrade? Does anybody know the year they regraded Kansas City? So I don't got to go digging. Damn. What year was that? That's a great photo right there. That one right there is one of those. I'm sure you've all seen this, but this photo right here is just so like it really drives home the horseshit. Like, and this is a really good one to show people. You know what I mean? I see you, Jason Marshall. As for Archaics, I just don't subscribe to Archaics. I don't follow anybody that predicts anything. I have learned my lesson about a long time ago about following people that predict the future. No man can predict the future. So that's all, as far as I'm concerned, that's just not, I don't subscribe to anybody that predicts the future. And as for Philip Drosnin, I'm a big fan. I have, mucho respect for Philip, but I will not do a live stream with him because his English is not as good as he thinks it is, and he doesn't get he gets offended really easily because he doesn't understand English, and I don't want to offend him because I respect him. But other than that, I would love to do a live stream with him. I think he's great. But I've never reached out to him other than to, you know, I've always just supported him. But yeah, as for archaics, I just and you know, another thing is that I know this is a complicated idea, but all he does is takes old esoteric writings and rebrands them. He rewords the old esoteric writings and then brands them to his philosophy. He slaps a new coat of paint on it. It's something that's been done time and time again throughout history, but unless you're a student of esoterics, then you're not going to understand that. It's going to sound like a brand. It's going to sound like it's going to look like a shiny new penny, but it's just an old penny. So, you know, he's really, if you're a student of the old esoteric literature, and the thoughts and the research, then what Archaics is saying is there's no revolutionary information there. It's just rehashed. It's like going to see an old movie that's been renamed. There's nothing to, it's not there's nothing there. I don't know how to, but it sounds good. It's slick as fuck. I'll give him that. His presentation is slick as fuck, but it just doesn't work for me. Sorry. Let's see. Baby Mitchie saying Levy wasn't using AI. He got tricked into believing AI photos are real. You know, here's the thing. When Levy put out his video where he shows the AI photos, I looked at the photos in his video and I immediately knew they were AI. So I'm sure the same thing happened to him. He sees the photo and he immediately thinks they are real. So the difference is I'm not high. I'm sober going on, 15 and a half years now. And I don't know what's going on his end. He's got to do better. You want to be the tip of the sword. You got to do better. I'm not the tip of the sword. But I figured that one out immediately. So do better. Let's see. It's just all the old esoteric brought back with well-read examples. Yeah, it's if you haven't studied the old esoterics, it sounds very, very interesting and very slick and very well thought out and put together and like new and amazing. And oh my God, he's got the fucking, he's predicted the future. Bullshit. It's a Ponzi scheme, for lack of better words. It's a, I don't know. I don't even know what you want to call it. He's a smart guy. It's just, he's a, what, the guy's, look, if y'all really believe, come on now, if y'all really believe that he was sitting in prison and all these esoteric books just happened to be there for him to read, I got some ice that I can sell you if you're from, Antarctica. Because that's just, I don't really think that's how that works. I really, that to me doesn't pass the sniff test. Nope. But whatever, teach his own. I hope I hope he does really well with it. I mean, we live in we our hold on, our community at this time, in case you haven't figured out, is fucked. Okay, it's fucked across the board. Okay, it is absolutely fucked. The truth community as a whole. It's not just one group of researchers. It's the entire truth community fucked. Okay, and the problem is several things. One, you have people that are doing this and trying to make a living on it, which, okay, fine. You can't. I'm experiencing this very dramatically. Is that with my job now, it is very difficult for me to come home and do what I used to do. I'm doing what I need to do right now, but it is very difficult to work a job and then come home and research, which I do, but then to actually put together a video or a live stream, it's just I can't do it. I'm doing the best I can right now, and I know it ain't much, but I'm doing the best I can. So in order to do YouTube properly, you have to make money to do it. You have to have the support of the viewers. Now, I don't have any problem with that. And I if you like a creator, and you want to support them, good for you. Go, if you like archaics, fine. If you're watching his stuff and it entertains you or you find value in it, that's great. Support. If you're watching Martin and he makes you laugh and you want to drop him some shekels, throw some shekels. It's all good. But it's very difficult, okay, when you're if you dedicate yourself to being a YouTube creator and that's your job, it is very difficult. Very, very difficult. See, me, I don't give it. The little bit that I make does not pay for what I do. Never has. It's not enough. It's a long ways from enough. Like Levy, he made enough on what he was doing in order that he could he closed down his coffee shop and started doing YouTube full time, and that's fucking awesome. It's great. I'm good for him. But for me, it's not. That's not what I want to do. It's not how I want to. I don't want to depend on, and I don't want to ever have YouTube like the income on YouTube to influence my thinking in any way. I don't want to kowtow to any of you motherfuckers. I love you people, but I ain't gonna let anybody tell me what to do or how to do it, or if I'm gonna do it, or if I'm gonna, if I want to say something, I want to say it. I don't want to care if it pisses you off. I don't want to care if I, if I got something to say, I won't say it. I don't want to hold my tongue because I don't think that gets us anywhere, and it piss people off, and that's okay. I've pissed people off before. I'll piss people off again. It's okay. Matter of fact, it's like here's an example. A little birdie told me that the Truth Seeker 69 got her channel taken down again the other day. Now, the last two times she blamed it on me. Actually accused me of getting her channel taken down, which was horseshit. And she later came out and admitted that it was not true and explained how she got her channel taken down. Now, this time I'm fully expecting her to blame it on me again, even though I haven't even fucking looked at her, checked on her, watched her, know anything about what the fuck she's doing, other than somebody told me she got her channel taken down again. And I don't remember the last time I looked at her. Okay. But that's the kind of bullshit you got that goes on around here. Just absolute horseshit. But there's you know, it is really, I really, you know, a lot of these channels it's really hard to get up here and give your opinion. And then you get these ninnies that want to, you know, just look, you got levels here. You're dealing. A big problem is you have the sheeple watching. Okay, you got people that are watching possibly right now that don't have a clue what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, they don't know what the hell Mudflood is. They don't know anything about truce. Okay, they don't know anything about that. And they got the next level. You got the people that are awakening, and they're the worst because they at every level of awakening, you think you're, you know, fucking Fu Manchu, the fucking Buddha. Okay, you think you're some kind of awakened god that you have all the fucking answers. You don't know shit. You think you know shit because you're waking up, and that's great, but you don't know shit. Okay, and it's really fucking annoying because you base your truth off what you know. The problem is you don't know it all. Okay, so you have all this information that you're basing your truth off of, and you believe what you believe. Okay, because you haven't seen anything else. You only seen what you've seen. Okay, which is fine. What the Flock was making this analogy today, and this is a really good analogy. Okay, he was saying, I'm going to paraphrase what he said because he said it, but I'm going to say it my way. Okay, you're walking down the street, okay, and you see a man beating up an old lady. What do? You step in there, whoop his ass, okay, smack him around. The fuck you doing, man? Hitting on an old lady, okay? But what you didn't see is, or find out, or look into why he was beating an old lady. You just assumed he was, you know, a pickpocket or a robber or whatever, and he decided to beat shit out of her. He was just doing it just to be mean, hateful. But the truth was that she had just run over that man's that's beating her up's children around the corner in a car because she's drunk and killed him. And so this man chases this woman down and starts beating the shit out of her. Your perspective ain't always correct. Now, I still like this one. Tekashi 69, that little shit, you know, Illuminati fuck shit. Okay. He made a very good analogy. Okay. I asked him, why'd you choose the, you know, 6'9"? And he showed he has this spinner that has a 6'9" on it, okay, and he put it on the floor, okay, and he's looking at it, and he says, "What's that number?" And the guy's looking at it, and he says 69. He says, "Well, I'm reading," and he's looking at it upside down. He says, "I'm reading 96." We're both right. We have different perspectives. And then he's turned it around. He's like, "What do you see now?" Oh, 96. And that's it. You know, we all have different perspectives. We're all at different levels of awakening. Okay. I've been awake for 15 and a half years now. Okay. And my awakening happened when I started waking up. Sometimes it happens over time, which is actually probably how most awakenings happen. You have multiple awakenings, and it's kind of a slow process because I think a lot of us are very groggy when we wake up. Mine, I don't know if it's unfortunate or fortunate, but mine happened within a 2 week period in 2008. Within 2 weeks, I went from being a sheeple to being very awake. Okay, and then I've grown from there. But for me, it happened like the movie The Matrix, where he jacks in and he's like, I know judo. That was what it was like for me. It was that fucking quick. It was like, woo, I know 9/11. Woo, I know JFK. Woo, I know 2012. Woo, I know this. I know that. You know, and it was like on and on and on and on. And it just, it just, it was overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. But I got through it. But that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with people in the community who are either asleep, they're awakening, and they don't have all the information. They have knowledge, but they don't have all the knowledge. They don't have enough knowledge, and they definitely don't have any wisdom to go with the knowledge. Okay. And it's then you have the awakened ones, and they're a whole different level. Now here's the thing. Once you get to this upper level, you don't go around, you know, haha, I'm awake, you're not. You actually withdraw, and you just kind of sit back and watch everybody fall over their own feet, because you know that you can't do anything to help them, that they have to figure it out themselves. And so that's where our community is right now. It's a bunch of fucktards, you know, trying to one up each other. And it's happening all across the board. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know, I can look at the names in the chat here, and I know every single one of you right there knows what I'm talking about. The community is in shambles. This person's fighting with that person's fighting with this person's trying to expose that person, and they're just full of shit too. You know, these people, they're the exposers. Watch them motherfuckers. Okay, they're worse than the ones they're exposing. Okay, what is exposing? Who the fuck on this earth is fucking perfect? Which one of you in the chat? I want to shout out which one of you in chat is the perfect one. Because I see some of you, I know, I think I can tell you which ones are the perfect ones and which ones aren't. But if y'all could just go ahead and put 1 for perfect and 2 for not perfect, go ahead and just put your number in there, which one you are. 1 for perfect and 2 for not perfect. So, you know, come on, hit the 1 or the 2. Come on now. I know there's some perfect people in here. There's got to be some perfect people. It has to be, must be. Come on, we're going to expose you. We got to expose you. Oh, come on, we're getting exposed here. Come on, you guys, you're exposing yourself. 2s, I mean, everybody that just put a 2 in there is exposed. You've just been exposed. Oh my God. Yep, Masonic cute. See, right there. I knew we had one. I mean, it's a fucking joke, people. Exposed. I've exposed them. You show me a perfect person, I'll show you a fucking liar. Okay, I'll show you a piece of shit. Okay, ain't none of you perfect. Ain't none of you plan to be perfect. Ain't none of you gonna be perfect. And you know, if you know, it kills me sitting there watching these people. I'm exposing these people. Okay. Let me explain something to you. These people are doing the best they can. Okay. They're trying their best. Is their best the best? No. Are they perfect? No. Is their information perfect? No. You have to learn to discern for yourself. Okay. And what's going to be true for you is not going to be true for somebody else. Okay. You've got to be able to do your own thinking. But I tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it like I'm going to call this shot. Okay. These exposers. Okay. I'm an exposer. Okay. They're going to fuck with the wrong one of these days. And somebody's going to get hurt. Okay. Because see, you're fucking with people's livelihood. And I'm sorry, around here, you fuck with somebody's livelihood and you're going to have a fucking problem. Okay. When you fuck with a man's, food or a man's woman or a man's ride, there's going to be fucking consequences. Okay. Now, y'all ain't going to fuck with my money because I don't make my money on YouTube. Fuck with it all you want to. You ain't gonna fucking ain't nothing to fucking hurt. Okay. But there are people out there that their bread and butter, that their milk and their bread, okay, and their bills are being paid by doing this. So it's okay to disagree with people. I disagree with a lot of people. I think I've established that. But I tell you what, you start fucking with some of these people and doing this exposure thing and start throwing people under the bus, one of y'all, somebody going to get fucking hurt because you're going to fuck with the wrong one. You're going to really hurt somebody's financial income and they are not going to fucking put up with your shit. So you be very careful what you're doing because I'm just calling it like it is. This is the truth, is that it's not cool. And that's why people get so upset about it, because you're fucking with their livelihood. That's why they get upset and you go, look, they're getting upset. Ha, ha, ha. I've exposed them. Well, they might expose your ass. You better watch out. Sometime that shit's not going to be funny. And I don't know, I don't know who, I don't know when, I don't know where, but y'all keep fucking around and you're going to destroy this community. Okay. And somebody going to get fucked up. And that's sad. It's that we're supposed to be the truth community. The truth community. What the fuck is that? The truth community. My truth and your truth and everybody else's truth is different. So how is there a truth? There's not one truth. We're all just doing the best we can. We're all trying to figure things out. I ain't got all the answers. I'm just doing the best I can. Anyways, where was I? I was talking about Kansas City. Okay, so good luck with that, y'all. I hope that y'all can, stop bashing each other's into the fucking ground. And it's okay to disagree with people, but when you start getting personal and start attacking people, they're fucking with their money. I mean, you're gonna have to, that shit's not gonna fly forever, and it's gonna destroy the community. And from that will become a new community. But I mean, this community is just it's on life support right now. It is so I'm sitting back. I'm not getting involved in it anymore because of fuck it. Y'all deal with the hog. But I am watching. I'm just watching the shit show, and I'm gonna watch all of it. Like, they've stopped cutting my throat, so now they've started cutting everybody else's throat. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And let them. Somebody gonna cut back one of these days. So, anyways. Okay, where was I? No, I don't. We're past that. Okay. The fate of the old city hall is outlined in its pages. They write, the next scheduled major project of the 10-year plan is the new municipal market. Plans for the new structure. Place it on 2 blocks bounded by 3rd and 5th Main and Walnuts, At this writing, the old hall is being raised in order to clear site for the first mark unit. There's another. What is this? Construction of a new city market with a tower from the old city hall standing in the background. Okay. Well, that was weird looking. So there you have it. Long answer. Short answer is that the city simply outgrew the building and it was cleared to make room for the also really cool city market we know and love today. Wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold it. Okay, I got to know. City market. Okay, images. Oh, yes. Oh, we love it. I mean, it's so beautiful. Let me go see what they replaced it with. River Market. Okay, well, where is it? Okay, it's called River Market. River Market. Is this it? I don't know. Wait a minute, the river's over here. River Market. What the hell? Dating 1857. Market Station. Oh, wait, what was that? So this is the area. I don't think it's going to shut. I don't know. This is what, here's my, I guess I can explain my point. Okay, so you have this, they're saying this is the city market that replaced, all this shit. Come on. They'd rather, okay. Anyways. Okay, City Hall 1892. Let's try that. Still functions. Components. Let's see what that is. That's the wait. This is the new one. Take a screenshot of that just for. Second one built on the same land, opened in 1892. Okay, so we're trying to learn about the other one. That's a postcard. The imposing new City Hall on the east side of Main Street between 4th and 5th Streets appears in this postcard much as it did when it came to service in 1892 with W.S. Cowherd as mayor. Cowherd, what a weird name. The site was originally the slope of a ravine. Its surface was 55 feet. Its surface was 55 feet below the present surface of 5th Street. Its surface. What? But the deep hollow had been filled through the years by dumping earth and rubble into it. The stone, brick, and iron of the proposed hall would weigh more than 55 million pounds and therefore required a strong foundation. According to Taylor, pioneer family of brick John Taylor, the pioneer family of brick manufacturers and contractors that immigrated from Oldham, England. I've got a friend named he's I'm sorry. Hold on, sidebar. I got a friend, his last name's Oldham. And the first time I met him, he gave me his business card and it said Oldham on the business card, and I said, So your last name, and I was trying to clarify, it says your last name's Oldham. And he looked at me like I had offended the shit out of him. He said, no, Oldham. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I really thought that was a pretty logical read of that word, old ham. I guess, I don't know. I guess it offended. I don't know. We ended up being friends, but oh man, that was funny. Okay, anyways, we were responsible for Kansas City early brickwork. It was necessary to install 60 circular sheet metal caissons, 5 feet in diameter to support the structure. These caissons were filled with vitrified brick. Vitrified brick, huh? And imported cement and extended into the ground as deep as 55 feet to the bedrock. 8 years occupancy of the north end location ended in 1937 when the present 30-story, $5 million City Hall was erected on 11th and Oak Streets by Bryce B. Smith, mayor, and H.F. McElroy, the city manager, moved uptown. The old building was demolished in 1938 to provide additional space for the city market. Kansas City Star, May 1969. Okay, let's get that for the file. Okay, right. Okay, what is this? Can we open that bigger? No. Well, save it anyways. Probably have to give something to that. Okay, all right. It's interesting, though. Very interesting information there. No, that's a different one. What does that mean? Huh. Okay. That's not it. That's something else. So they're not going to get him. Why can't they give more information? What is this? That's not it. What is that? That ain't it. Shoot. Why can't they give like pictures of the? Ooh, what's this? Beautiful architecture, I'll tell you that. What I'm looking for is anomalies, like stuff that's not exactly. There's a story. A century is just Hall. God Almighty, that. Wow. That right there is like so almost like the the imagery is almost like a spitting image of some other research I'm working on in Raleigh. It's a Patton Hall, I believe. What Patton Hall? Same kind of structure, burned at night. Pictures of fire at night. That is so weird. Almost the same narrative. Oh man, they just regurgitate the shit over and over again. I swear they do. What's this one? That's not it. Okay, so I think we kind of tapped that one out. Just not find anything else that's super duper. Okay. All right, let me file that away for us, and bear with me a second, folk. Okay, and all right. Hopefully, by doing that'll help me understand, or help me get those files up quicker, because I'm, vitrified for footings. Yeah, that was you call that too, maggot. That was interesting. Like melted bricks for footings. I mean, basically clinker bricks, but are probably worse than clinker bricks, but still, that's interesting. That's the kind of stuff I like finding, because it's so they pass the real stories that we need to be following are these weird little anomalous things that they say in their narratives, the stuff that normal, everyday Joes, just when they're reading it, they fly right past it. We need, like, that's the stuff that stumps me. I'm like, wait, hold on, back up. Let me read that a second. I got a story. I don't know what the point of this story is. This is not Mudflood related. But it's a personal story, and let me find the what I'm looking for. Um, I came across this article the other day when I was doing some research, and it said the old Greyhound bus station to be turned into a bar. I think is what it said, something like that. And I was doing some Asheville, North Carolina research, and when I read that, um, it triggered a memory that I had that I've never told this story before. Um, I don't think it was a horrible memory, but I'm going to tell you guys this story. I don't know what the moral of the story is, or the point to the story is. Maybe someone will find that point somewhere in the story. I don't know. But um, this this story, I don't know where to start. Okay. Uh, first and utmost, to just to clarify, um, when I was less than 1 year old, I don't know exactly how old I was, less than 1 years old, my father left and never returned. I never met him. He never sent money. He never contacted me. I never saw him again. I don't, of course, I was less than 1 year old. I don't remember anything about him. So I was raised by my mother and my grandmother. And now I don't know I heard stories as to why he left. But as I got older and got wiser, I don't think those stories were as accurate as I was led to believe. So I don't know the truth is the point. Now, this past Father's Day, um, this actual past Father's Day, what was it, last week? Um, on a whim, like as I was messing around, I haven't looked into my father in a while, and just on a whim, I thought, well, I should check on that because I knew I had followed him through the years here and there. In the 80s, he was a very high end limousine driver. He drove a Rolls Royce limousine, and he catered to very wealthy, the rich and the famous, and rock stars and things like that. He was a very high end, like he had the fancy uniform, and he was in the newspaper. Um, and then later he got remarried, and he worked on a horse, some sort of training horse, like training people to ride horses or something. Anyways, come to find out, when I looked him up to see, kind of where he was, how he was, anything because I think that's important that every now, even though I've never met the man, it's just something you like to know. Well, come to find out, he died 2 years ago. So he died in 2021. I never met the man. So that was something that happened recently. So that was a little bit that I had to take a little kind of like that one was a little bit hard to kind of think through because I don't know, that one was kind of like you know. So, anyways, that's not part of the story, but I just that's I was raised by my mother and my grandmother. Now, here's the story. When I was in um, 8th grade, um, I was sent off to boarding school in a little place called Sweetwater, Tennessee, and I left in January of my 8th grade. I can't remember. It was like 84, 1984, 1983, something like that. And I left, and I went to school in Tennessee, and that's a whole nother story. I'm planning I think I'm actually, I've been trying to do it for years, but I think I'm going to try to get it done this year. I want to do a Halloween special and talk about my experience there. Whole nother story. But during this stay at this boarding school, which was an old Tartarian building, very cool. One time, and I think it was maybe April. I think it was maybe April. I was going to go to, the plan was we were going to go camping. And my mom was going to drive from Raleigh to Asheville. And I was going to take a bus from Sweetwater to Asheville. Now, back then, that was, it was a 12-hour trip for her to go from Raleigh to Sweetwater. So there's no way we could have, we wanted to go camping in the mountains. So the idea was that she would drive to Asheville and I would take the bus. Okay. That's just how you did it back then. You rode the bus. Okay. Now I will never get on another bus ever. You'll have to basically inebriate me somehow to get me on another bus after this event, but there won't be no bus rides for Beags. But so I get on this. The bus came. It was a Trailways bus, and this is important. It was a Trailways bus, and I get on that at this little gas station in Sweetwater. They didn't have a bus station. I get on the bus and I ride from Sweetwater to Knoxville, Tennessee. Orphan Annie, you're gonna just think this is hilarious, I'm sure, but I get to Knoxville and there's a layover. I'm at the Knoxville bus station and it's full of every weirdo and creep you can imagine. And I was getting kind of scared. I'm in eighth grade. I don't know how old, 14 maybe. I was getting a little concerned because it was not in the best area of town. There was a lot of wackadoodles. And so I figured the best thing to do would be to go into the bathroom, into a stall, and lock myself in a stall and just wait for the bus. And so that's what I did until I looked over and there was a hole on the side of the stall and there was a man's eye staring at me. So I got out of there, and luckily it was time for the bus, and I got on the bus. I was very thankful to get out of there. So I got back on the Trailways bus and I headed off, and that bus took me all the way to Asheville. And I get to Asheville, and we pull in and we get to the bus station, and we went on board, and there's nobody there to pick me up. It's okay. I mean, mom was supposed to be driving in, and so I wasn't concerned. And this was like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, something like that. And about I don't remember what time it was. Maybe I don't know what it was at closing time. It was already dark. It was closing time. Might have been earlier. Whatever dark was at that time, and it got dark, and I think they were open a little bit after dark. But anyways, they closed the bus station, and they left me there at the bus station, outside the bus station. 14 years old, at a bus station in Asheville, with no, we didn't have cell phones back then, and there was nobody. I didn't have a contact phone number because we were camping. I didn't know even what the campsite was we were going to. There was nobody to call. I didn't know what to do. There was nothing. Okay. Now let me share. A little sidebar. It was 2 times in my whole life that I ever cussed at my mom. One time, the first time was when the movie King Solomon's Mines came out. And we would go to movies quite often. And then on this particular weekend that King Solomon's Mines came out, that's the movie I wanted to go see. I was so excited to go see it because I was, a big Indiana Jones fan, and I loved treasure movies. I would still do. And we could only go see it at a certain time frame that weekend, but just because that was the only time we could go. And it was not showing at that time. And I'm looking in the paper, and my mom's looking over my shoulder and looking at the paper. She goes, "What time's the movie?" And I said, "It's not showing at the time that we can go." Shit. I didn't say a word. She didn't say a word. I was raised that, you didn't cuss. That, good Christian boys don't cuss. We didn't cuss. That was just we didn't do that. And so there was only 2 times I ever cussed it in front of my mother. And that was the first time. And And now that's why I cuss like a sailor now. Don't tell your kids not to cuss. Just treat them, teach them when to cuss. So, anyways, let me present screen here. This is the bus station that I was left at. And recently they decided to turn this bus station into a bar. And this is the old, what they call the old Greyhound bus station. Now, if you'll notice in the background, there is a tunnel. This road is called Two Tunnel Road, and this is the tunnel. So as I'm looking, as I'm in this parking lot, I'm outside this building. Okay, it's dark. All I have is this tunnel. Okay, and now let me get to. So here's one where it shows it's a Greyhound bus station. That's important. So now let me get to the oh, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Okay, see, now it's called the Hound. Now, granted, you have to understand that this is modern times. None of this shit was here. None of it. Okay, most of this stuff was not here. Matter of fact, none of this shit was here. Okay, the way I remember it, none of this shit was here. Okay, nothing. The only thing was here was some sort. I don't even know if it was this one, but there was some sort. The way in my memory, I remember it being here, but it doesn't matter. My point is, there was a shopping center over here. Okay, but it was like there was nothing going on at the shopping center. Now, if you get down on the road level, okay, now imagine there's nothing, there's none of this here. All you see is mountains. And remember, it's dark, okay? All you see is mountains, okay? And then you could see there was a shopping center down here with they're not LED lights. There's a shopping center down here. And you got this tunnel, okay? And this tunnel goes to where? Hell if I know. I don't know where the tunnel goes to. I don't know where I'm at. All I know is I'm at the bus station in Asheville. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know anything. I don't know shit. Well, here's what happened. On the day, the fucking day that I took this bus trip, Trailways and Greyhound merged into one business. I left on a Trailways bus and arrived at a Greyhound bus station. My mother went to the Trailways bus station because I had a Trailways ticket. Okay. Wherever the fuck that is. I still don't know where that is. Now, let me share screen again. So that night there was 2 or 3 buses parked here. So it was cold, and I went and broke into one of these buses that were parked here. And there was nothing but woods here. Okay, you couldn't see shit, but you could see some lights from the thing down here. At some point, there was a bar, and I could hear the music. And of course, I was young, and I knew I wasn't supposed to go to a bar. Okay, so I didn't go to the bar. I wasn't supposed to go there, so I didn't go. I just waited. I waited at the bus station because I was supposed to be at the bus station, right? I didn't know where else to go. The two choices I had were, or the choices I had were walk through this tunnel going to where? No fucking clue. You got to understand my perspective. It's nighttime. All I see is a mountain all the way around me and a bar. Okay. So I'm in the bus and I'm freaking out. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. I don't have anything. And so all of a sudden I hear a man and a woman arguing, and I could tell they're coming from the bar. And they walked up the street. I could hear them yelling and screaming at each other. And they walked in up this way, and somewhere out here, I'm in the bus here, there was an altercation. Okay. And I'll just let you use your imaginations, but it was not a good altercation for the woman. Okay. And I experienced this, and it was fucked up. And that's the first time I think I've ever told that story. So they left, and after they left, I'm freaking out so bad that the only thing I could think to do was go to this phone right here. And they didn't have 911 back then. I didn't know about that, or they didn't have it. It wasn't a thing. And so I dialed 0. I didn't have any quarters. I had cash, but I didn't have any quarters. I couldn't even make a phone call. I called 0. I dialed 0. And I explained to this operator that I'm at the bus station. I'm however old I said I was. I don't remember. I was, I don't know, 13, 14, something like that. I was in 8th grade. I'm at the bus station. I'm in Asheville. I was supposed to be picked up at the bus station. And no, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Can you please help? And it was this sweet lady, and she said, okay, stay on the line, and I'm going to contact the police. And I said, no, don't do that. No, I don't want to be in trouble. Kids thing. And she said, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. It's okay. Just stay on the line. Don't get off the line. And she said, what bus station are you at? I said, the one in Asheville. She goes, well, read the sign to me. What does it say? I said, Greyhound. And she said, okay. And so she went to the other line, and she contacted the police, and she came back on a few minutes later, and she said, okay, I want you to stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. The police will be there to get you very soon. They are on their way. And I said, I'm not in trouble, am I? I'm freaking out. Okay. She said, no, you're not in trouble. They will be right there. Well, next thing I know, the policeman pulls up, and he says, come and get in the car. And I got in the car, and I really don't remember the drive to the police station. I was really freaked out. And we get to the police station, and I walk into the police station with the police officer, and there's my mom. And she says, where the hell have you been? I said, where the hell have you been? That was the second time I ever cussed at my mom. And they had been looking for me all day. And it was the fact that they merged the companies, and I left on a Trailways bus and ended up at a Greyhound bus station. But here's why I'm telling you this story. I didn't know I never knew, I never looked into this because it wasn't, well, it wasn't a pleasant thought, but I never looked into this location and what was my real situation. And so, just to give you a little perspective of what reality is, okay, this is where I was. Okay, we came in on the bus this way up here. There was none of this shit here. Okay, I didn't know, I don't even think 240 was there at the time. Okay, I really don't think it was there. Maybe it was, but I don't think it was. That night, that officer took me through this tunnel. I don't even remember that part. But the thing is that when you come out, let me let's do it this way. Make it easier. I want to come out right. Okay, you're going through the tunnel, which is not terribly long, even though at night you couldn't see the other side. But if I had to walk through that tunnel, I would have been in Asheville. I was so close to the answer that I froze up. And when we came to the police station, it was down here. I don't remember the ride. I was still freaked out. But the location, this is the location right here, and downtown is right here. But the only thing that separated me was this right here, this tunnel. And I guess, the point being. Oh, okay. Hold on. I thought it was sharing. Oh, I want you to see that. Okay. All right. Let me come back. Oh, okay. So here's the bus station, and when you come through the tunnel, oh, wait a minute. This thing's acting up. There. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So you go through the tunnel, which is not that long, and you come out the other side of the tunnel, and you are literally in downtown Asheville. So my point being that the only thing that was separating me is this little tunnel right here. Now I don't know if that makes. I don't know what point that makes, but I was locked up. I could not see the forest for the trees. My options were walk this way, which I remember when I came in, there was nothing, because you got to understand, none of this was here. There was a supermarket here, but nothing was open. I think I even went to check and nothing was open. That's what the bar, when it opened later. I think it was a rundown. It wasn't an Ingles Market at the time. It was a shitty. It was a really crappy. It might have been here. I didn't even see this. It might have been here, but it was really crappy. Nothing was open. But if I had got here, I would have known to walk into town, and I could have figured something out. But anyways, while I was looking at this, I found this weird thing. You got this place right here, Zealandia Capital, but then you got this weird. What? Does anybody know what that is? I was thinking of Maze Runner when I saw that. You can't get any closer to it. It's not. There's no way, and I can't find anything on it. I don't know what it is, but it's right beside this quite large, possibly Tartarian structure. I don't know what this is either, but it's, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the moral to that story is. but that was an experience I had. That's why I never will get on a bus again. But that was a little big history for what it's worth. Anyways, that's that. Let me see. Okay. Let me look at my leads and see what we got. What could be fun? Da, 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 da. Oh, here's something. Let's try. This is from. Oh, bear with me. Let me get rid of all this. This comes from Lisa Ann Brindley, a sub of mine, and they had suggested looking into this structure. So let's see what they've got. It's a Hall Building, Stockport, Manchester, in the UK. So let's see. All right, obviously spelled wrong. So let me make that correction. I'm just copying and pasting from what they did. But let's see. Oh no. Okay. So Stockport. Is that it? Stockport Town Hall. I would say that's it. Stockport Town Hall is a building in Stockport, England that houses the government and administrative functions of Stockport Metropolitan Borough Council. Stockport Town Hall is grade 2 listed building. Okey-dokey. Okay, special protection. Okay, I think this is it. We'll go ahead and save it for the file. Go ahead and get a looker at her. Ooh, that's pretty. Clocks are expensive. Scrubbed cartouche. Save that bad boy. See if there's any other pictures. Yep. Download that. So this is quote unquote construction. You know, am I the only one here that keeps seeing the construction photos as like when you see one, it's like a lot of times, not all the time. Oh, you're not. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You guys are still looking at this. Okay, that's better. Sorry. Am I the only one that sees it when they have these construction photos that a lot of times that it's like the building's already finished and they've got this scaffolding around it? It's like they're finishing it off. Like they found the building in construction. They're like, okay, perfect opportunity to prove that we built it. Let's put some scaffolding up, take a picture, and yeah, there you go. Construction video, cut, print. Next. I mean, that's what I see when I see this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I see when I see this. I don't know who these people are. Prince and Princess of Wales. Who cares? And that looks interesting. And that's about the same as the other one. What's this? Main entrance. Big old portholes here. Ooh, unscrubbed cartouche. Dripping fruit. Tourist fields. Not sure what that doodad is there. Did I download that? I don't know if I did or not. Oh. Okay. Uh, Caleb, if you're watching, okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. I'll talk to you later about it. Um, okay. Let's see. Make sure I download it. That's weird. It downloads and then pops up on my screen, and then it doesn't show it to you unless I go back to the other screen. Ooh, what is that thing? All right, hippie, are you still here? What is that thing? I bet she turned tail and headed off. Oh, there he is. Hey, Streets. Yeah, I got your message. I didn't get to read it too good, but I think I got the gist of it. That sounds good. We'll talk about it later. There's a Mandela for you. 4 ones as the 4. They always take those statues out of the niche. This thing is really interesting here. What does that represent? A crown? I don't know. That's what I was going to ask. Hippie's not here. Oh, there's Hippie. Hippie, what is that thing? Is that a crown or I don't know? That's some kind of British mumbo jumbo. I don't know. We got whole different mumbo jumbo over here. Is that the? It's really hard to tell. It kind of looks like the laurel leaf of control right there. I can't really see that cartouche very well. I wonder what was in the niche right here. Oh, do. Ooh, that might be a good one. Ooh, yeah, it's high res too. Yeah, boy. Oh my. Okay, there it goes. See, they take the statues out of the niches. Ah, here we go. Unscrubbed cartouche. Oh, wow. Look at the crosses. Diamond symbology. Look at these cherubs. Super cool. Unscrubbed cartouche with possibly dripping fruit. I'm not sure. Dripping fruit there. Tourist fields. A lot of dripping fruit. Don't know what the dripping fruit represents. I don't know. I haven't really come up with anything. There's your Mandela Effect 4 ones. Nothing in the niches. That's kind of creepy right there. Jeez. I got flowers growing out of it. What? I mean, come on. What is that little doodad right there? Kind of weird looking. Look, they put these little pointy things so the birds won't sit on it. Always get a crack out of that. They've got that thing coated in some kind of netting. That's kind of weird. Oh, let's go over here and look. I think the building's probably kind of boring on the sides, but oh, there's that. I think that is a laurel leaf of control. Okay, all right, that's pretty cool. And that's the end of the pictures. History of the building, which was designed by architect Sir Alfred Bromwell Thomas. What a pompous name. Okay. Go ahead and get a copy of your bullshit. Okay, what else did you build? Let's take a look. What else did fellow build? He built that. Add that file, just so we can have an idea of the expertise of this gentleman. Oh yeah, definitely. Look, he put that same looking doodad up there. Ain't it? Portholes. Okay. And he built where I got that one. Oh, okay. Yeah, he built this little fella. No problem. Oh, it's not high res though. What is that thing? Oh, that thing is ridiculous. What is that called? Belfast City Hall. That's a city hall to do city hall business. What in what? How do you get the taxpayers? Now, I know this isn't true, but how do you get the taxpayers to build that? Do you give each one of them a oral sex in order to get them in the mood? I mean, how the fuck do you get the people to come off their wallets enough to buy that? That's what I want to know, because that is a miracle. It has to be, because there's the only way you're going to get taxpayers to agree that they need that to do their city hauling. I don't even know what this one is. This one's the main issue. Yeah, it's the same thing. Let me get a bit. Oh my. Unscrubbed cartouche. Hard to tell what's on it though. Scrubbed cartouche. Oh, we got fancy Phoenician people. It looks like Mercury right there. That's really hard to see. I don't know. Has she got horns? I don't think she's horny. Okay. I mean, come on. How do you get people to buy, like, put their buy? No, that dog don't hunt. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my God. I'll never read that word again. I can't stand it when that twat Truth Seeker 69 goes Baroque. Can't stand it when she says that. It sounds so ignorant and stupid. Woman creeps me out. Woman, I don't know. Is it a woman? I don't know. Questionable. Sir Alfred Thomas, who trained at Westminster. He designed the West of England Eye Infirmary. Okay, we got a bite on that. It's not greatly impressive. Let's see. I'm not really impressed by that. He's done better. What else did he build? Face was Portland stone. He's also known for his war memorials. Oh, okay. So he built this little fella, I guess, in Australia. Just a little sidebar note thing where you got a temple to, the Illuminous ones. I mean, wow. I don't like that one. These are boring. Boring. That one's kind of cool. What's that? Irish National War Memorial Gardens in Dublin, Ireland honor Irish soldiers who gave their lives First World War, as well as all those who fought Irish regiments. War's so stupid. Absolutely stupid. How do they get us to continue to kill each other in war? How do we fall for that same trick over and over and over and over and over. There's Santa Claus. I like that statue. That's pretty cool. Huh. Let me save that one. Why not? You don't have any. You don't mind, do you? Kadoki. I'm just looking for anything out of the ordinary. Okay, I'm not seeing. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, building which was designed by Baroque was opened by the then Prince and Princess of Wales, 1908, to commemorate the royal visit. Part of Heaton Lane, a main shopping street in the town, was renamed Prince Street. Well, isn't that special? The ballroom. Oh my God! Sorry, sidebar. Good Lord, I'm. I came across okay, when I was in eighth grade. Another eighth grade story, not a big deal. But my best friend Greg. Okay, well, I had another best friend named Greg in high school, but my eighth grade best friend Greg. He gave me two records that sparked my interest in music. Number one, Love and Rockets Express. Still my all-time favorite album of all time, period. And two, Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bullocks, Meet the Sex Pistols. He gave me both those records on tape, because you got to understand back the days, on tape. But I swear I wore them out. But so that got me, going on music. But one of my favorite songs was, God Save the Queen. But I heard some twat the other day, some just dumb, oh my God, some band. I don't know who they were. I was about to, I could have thrown the screen. He's singing God Save the Queen, but like has changed the lyrics to make it a positive song about the Queen. And I'm like, that's blasphemy. That's fucking just, I don't know who. I was cringing that they did that. It was at the Glastonbury Festival. I don't know. But anyways, oh my, what is wrong? Why? Why would you do that? That you don't know. No. That's a hard no. Anyways, back to what we're doing. The ballroom in the town has hall served as hospital during the First World War and was used as a home for refugees from the Channel Islands, Channel Islands during the Second World War. Town Hall, which had served as the headquarters of the county borough of Stockport for much of the 20th century, continued to be local city government after enlarged Stockport Metropolitan Borough Council was formed in 1974. Scripture chamber is decorated with elaborate plasterwork, brass chandeliers, decorative carvings on oak benches. The civic collection of silver, some of which dates to the 15th century, lines the wall of the corridor outside the chamber. The imposing Italian marble entrance leads to Edwardian ballroom, which former poet laureate Sir John Budgeman, I don't know, described as magnificent. I don't know who that is. The ballroom was a Wurlitzer Publix one theater organ. Huh. Interesting. A Wurlitzer. Okay, with 4 manuals and 20 ranks of pipes. Wait. This is the city hall? And they got a Wurlitzer? What am I missing? Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's it called? Hold on. Stockport. No. Quit doing that. Okay, mate. Oh, shoot. Now, I know I copied that. Bear with me, folks. I'm on a rabbit hole. Try organ. Oh, my. see if we can find nice high res. Ooh, there's something nice. Yeah. Where's the pipes? Ooh, that's a big one. Wow. Where's the pipes is what I want to know. I want to see the pipes. Okay, hold on. Town Hall. No, that's Manchester. Why do they have pipes? Look at that thing right there. Good grief. I'm trying to find the damn, because see, this is all that's all. I mean, if it's like what would you name it? I don't know. I don't know enough about them. So, pipes. Is that the inside? Oh my. This isn't the. Shoot. Oh, there's a floor plan. Not a very good one. I understand why don't. This is the hall, isn't it? I don't know if that's the hall or not. Damn. Yeah, this is it. So this is the room I think that it was in, but I don't see the pipes. Jeez. I mean, I tell you what, the old world were ballers, absolute ballers. They really had their taste were impeccable. I mean, just seriously. Okay, 20 ranks of pipes specified by Jesse Crawford. Okay. It was originally installed in the Paramount Cinema. What? So they're saying that it was originally in this thing. Form Odeon. The Odeon Cinema, originally known as the Paramount Theater or Paramount Cinema, Manchester. I'm just want to see if we can find these pipes. Might be them up there on the top there. Not very good pictures, though. So that's interesting. So the pipes weren't originally in the building. Okay. Let's see. It had been planned to install one of these in each of the 50 Paramount theaters. However, this was the only one to be installed. Does anybody else hear a horseshit narrative there? We're going to put Wurlitzer organs in every one of our 50 theaters across the country. No problem. And we only installed one because they found the one and they couldn't figure out how to make more. I guess that's probably what really happened. The theater was divided. The organ was acquired by the Lancasterian Theatre Organ Trust, loaned to the city of Manchester, and relocated to the Free Trade Hall. Okay, we have a page for the Free Trade. Oh my! Didn't realize the Free Trade Hall was so interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Oh my! That's the Free Trade Hall. Unscrubbed cartouches. Little Phoenician head, Phoenician shells, laurel leaf for control, portholes, swastikas. That just kills me, the swastikas. It is that how it is dumbfounding to me how people, how they like not noticed the swastikas everywhere, because they're still there today. They're all over the place, and like, how people didn't get up in arms about the swastikas. I don't know. It's like, I mean, it's like today we're tearing down monuments to the Civil War, yet the swastikas are everywhere. Now, I know that the swastika is a beautiful symbol, and Hitler's a dipshit, and he stole the symbol and used it for his little, thing. But, it's dumb. I would imagine that in the mind of the community of the world, that they would think that the swastika was a worse symbol than, I don't know, the General Lee. I don't know, just a thought, just putting it out there. But doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know, people are stupid, I guess. That's the thing I can come up with. Oh, we got another picture. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Oh, this one is high res. That sucks. Okay. Oh well. St. Peter's Fields, the Peterloo Massacre. What the fuck? 1819, a peaceful rally of 60,000 pro-democracy reformers, men, women, and children, was attacked by armed cavalry, resulting in 15 deaths and 600 injuries. Well, that's why we have the Second Amendment, so that we don't have that problem anymore. Just saying. I pity the fucking country, or the government that tries to come after the American populace. I really do, because they will have their ass handed to them so hard. It'll be fun. You just don't. That's gonna be yeah. Bad choice. Bad choice. Don't fuck with the American public. There are. You gotta understand. I personally know. Let's see, one, two, three. I know three or more. I know at least three people within a very short distance of my location that have enough arms to arm the entire fucking county that I live in. I mean, come on. Don't fuck with us. Don't do that. Bad choice. Leave the people be, or come at us. Either way, you can make the one choice or the other. One of which leads to you being empowered. The other which leads to you not being empowered. You take the choice. It's your choice. We leave it to you. Let's see. Process taking 4 years. This was used there in September 1977. When the Free Trade Hall closed, it was moved to the Stockport Town Hall in 1999. Okay, the Town Hall, which was the home of the Stockport Symphony Orchestra, hosts classical concerts on a regular basis, has been nicknamed the Wedding Cake. Oh, wow, that's interesting. The Wedding Cake. That's really interesting because I call the really elaborate, beautiful Tartarian buildings, the big ones, the crazy ones, I call those wedding cakes after the Billy Myers story. UFO enthusiast out there will know what I'm talking about. But the one-armed farmer, I mean, like, that was a great little rabbit hole to go down and study. But I always, after that, he called his UFO. He called them wedding cakes. And so I stole that terminology from Billy Meyer. That when I see a great big Tartarian building, I call it a wedding cake. Matter of fact, I'll show you a wedding cake. I'll show you two. Why not? You're my friends. Okay, hold on. I can do that. I'll do that for y'all. Okay, hold on. Bear with the Beags. Okay, hold on. I'm getting them loaded up. I'll show you two wedding cakes. Let me see. Wait, where's the other one? Oh. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. And presenting screen. And there you go. New York, circa 1910, Waldorf Astoria Hotel, 5th Avenue, West 34th Streets. So in 1910, you got this little thing right here. I call this a wedding cake. It's just over. There's little old Fred. He brought all this in. You got to imagine. You really have to imagine this was all brought in on this. That's kind of the analogy. Anyways, we got Tartarian lions, and there's a drop in right here. I think later they added pavement light, but just amazing. But this is what I call a wedding cake. It's just so over the top. It's like you cannot look at a building like this and go, "Oh yeah, we built that." Yeah. Oh, 1910. Yeah, no problem. No, oh yeah, we could build it. Oh yeah, no problem. Oh yeah. Okay. Can anyone tell me where all the bricks for this building were fired? Anyone? I'd like to know. And they gotta be fired bricks. Check out this antenna up here. I don't know. This thing's just redonkulous. Gotta be fired bricks. Anyways, so you got that one, and I'll show you one more for shoots and poopers. And this is the Philadelphia 1905 City Hall, and it's clock topping 26-ton statue, 35 feet tall, William Penn, that's 35 feet right there. But anyways, this is, just a nice little wedding. Wedding. I mean, techie tech up top, portholes, just redonkulous. I mean, look at the size of this. Just one little fella right here. There's Fred right there. Fred brought this all in. But I mean, it's just, drop ins right there in case you need those. But yeah, still got the statues on it, portholes, stoneball finials. But just this is probably a wind catcher. But yeah, that's a wedding cake to me. It just looks like, I mean, a wedding cake is just so big, so elaborate, so over the top. It's freaking redonkulous. I call them wedding cakes. And if you want an interesting rabbit hole to go down, check out the Billy Meyer story. It's an interesting story. Now, I'm not going to tell you like where it's going to lead to. I mean, um, it took me all the way to the Talmud of Emmanuel, which I still have the book. Very interesting. Um, Very interesting rabbit hole. That's old school stuff. That's old school stuff. Um, hey, Big Kush, baby Mitchie, Hippie still hanging out there. How you doing, Hippie? Hippie's good people. Good people. But I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna head on for tonight. We've given a little bit of hell and had a little bit of fun, and I'm working on the fourth chicken. What's this one's a peacock coop, and it's gone from small coop to it's like 12 feet tall now. It went from like short to now it's huge. So this will finish out 100 feet of chicken coop that I've built, and I'll take some pictures of it once I got it all done. I still got a long ways to go, and it's now we're talking about going a whole nother 100 feet the other way, but I don't know if we're going to do that or not. I think there's a toss up between that and a horse. I don't know what it's called. It's a fenced in area where you can take the horse in and ride the horse around. The horses are not at the farm now. They're being trained for to dance. Well, one of them. Well, the Clydesdale kind of horse. He's being trained just to ride, and pull a cart, like a fancy pull behind cart. But the nice horse, he's being trained to dance. He's some kind of he's like akin to a black stallion kind of thing. He's a real fancy horse. I don't know. He's a real asshole horse too. he is a he is a menace. That horse has torn the absolute hell out of things. I can't even begin to tell you all the things he's broken. That horse is a menace. He is young, he is wild, and he is a menace. He's broke. He I don't know what he breaks everything. I don't know. That horse is a menace. But anyways, that's about where we're at. I sure appreciate you, Maggot and Kim Ray and Hippie and Big Kush, and I think Streets was hanging in there for a bit. And go check out Streets of Tartaria. He's putting out some new research that's very interesting about Joseph Smith and the Mormon Church. And he has a really interesting hypothesis. And I've been listening to it for quite a while now and watching his process through it. And it's quite interesting. It is related to Mudflood. Not in a Mudflood sense, but in a historical narrative being bullshit sense. So if you find church history interesting, if you find Mormon history interesting, if you find Utah history interesting, if you find Joseph Smith's history interesting. If you find Streets of Tartaria interesting, go check out Streets of Tartaria. And he's got a new series on Joseph Smith and it's a multi-series. I think he released the second video tonight. But check that out and give him a like and subscribe and check out what he's doing there. Because he's worked really hard on it. He's been working really hard for like 6 months. The reason we can't get him boots on the ground is because he's had his nose in the research on this one thing. And he's very, very proud and happy about what he's done here. And so, show him some support. Because it's, when you put out information like this, sometimes it's a little difficult to do that. So he's got breast balls, balls like a bull, and I respect that. So, anyways, I'll see you guys soon, and adios, amigos.
Say woof again! Say woof again!
I've got one that can see.
It's a mystery! It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma! Don't you get it?
Welcome to the underground.
This is my kung fu, and it is strong.
See you later.